Ever been stopped in your tracks by the story of someone small who achieves truly giant things?
Hmm.
Someone whose path, when you look closely, gives you those aha moments without making your brain feel like it's run a marathon.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what we're doing today.
Precisely. We're embarking on a deep dive into the captivating journey of Lionel Messi.
Right.
Think of this as your curated understanding of how a global icon is forged, uncovering the surprising twists and the deeply insightful moments that defined his rise.
And our roadmap for this incredible story, it's a richly detailed account of Messi's life, tracing his depths from his earliest days in Rosario, Argentina, all the way to his undisputed legendary status.
Yeah.
We're here to extract the most compelling and illuminating aspects of that narrative for you.
Our mission is straightforward, yet, I think, profound. To truly understand the driving forces behind Messi, the formidable challenges he confronted and overcame, and the lasting legacy he continues to build.
Both on and off the pitch.
Absolutely, both on the football pitch and in the wider world. We aim to provide you with a thorough and hopefully engaging understanding of his far-reaching impact.
Okay, let's unpack this then. It all begins in Rosario, Argentina, June 24th, 1987. A working-class family. His father toiled in a steel factory. His mother cleaned houses.
Mm-hmm.
He was the third of four children. Doesn't get much more grounded than that, does it?
It really doesn't. And what's particularly significant here is the stability of a close-knit family, especially given the financial limitations.
Why?
This early environment where love and support were abundant, even if, material wealth wasn't, seems to have instilled in him a deep sense of gratitude.
Yeah, you see that.
Been a down-to-earth perspective that
Yeah.
has stayed with him throughout his career. It's quite a contrast to the often extravagant world of elite sports.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And from the very start, football wasn't just a hobby. It was like an all-consuming passion.
Totally.
From the age of 5, he was playing constantly, anywhere he could find space. What's striking in the early descriptions is this dichotomy. A small, perhaps shy boy off the pitch.
Yeah.
But give him a ball and he transformed into this incredibly energetic and skillful force. It's like the ball was an extension of himself.
That intrinsic connection to the ball from such a young age is, well, it's a fascinating through line in the stories of many legendary players.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as if there's an innate understanding, a deep dialogue between the athlete and the sport itself. It certainly suggests a natural talent that needed very little external prompting.
His first club was Grandoli, and this is where his grandmother, Celia, becomes a pivotal figure.
Ah, Celia, yes.
Apparently, she was his unwavering early champion. There's this wonderful anecdote about her insisting the initially hesitant coach let him play, with the now famous line, "Put him in, let him play."
Love that story.
And incredibly, he still dedicates his goals to her. And that
Yeah.
speaks volumes, doesn't it?
It really does. That story about his grandmother is truly resonant. It underscores the vital role that early belief and encouragement can play in nurturing exceptional talent.
Absolutely.
Her unwavering faith in him, even when others might have overlooked a small child, had a profound impact. And the fact that he continues to honor her memory through his celebrations highlights the enduring power of that early support.
Following his time at Grandoli, he moved to Newell's Old Boys and became part of the celebrated youth team known as the Machine of '87.
Right, A Máquina del 87.
They were a dominant force, winning everything, and Messi was already a standout player. But then, around the age of 10, his growth stalled. This marked a significant turning point, didn't it?
It absolutely did. The diagnosis of growth hormone deficiency introduced a harsh reality. The necessary treatment came with a staggering cost $1,000 a month, roughly. A financial burden his working-class family simply couldn't shoulder on their own. This moment really underscores how fragile his burgeoning dream was. It wasn't just about talent anymore. There were very real, very practical obstacles in his path.
Precisely. They explored avenues for support from local clubs, and while Newell's initially indicated they would help,
Well, they sort of promised.
that support never fully materialized. It really paints a picture of how easily circumstances could have extinguished this incredible talent before it even had a chance to fully blossom.
This situation raises important questions, I think, about the systems in place to support young athletes, particularly those from less privileged backgrounds.
For sure.
The fact that his future essentially hinged on a chance observation by a Barcelona scout highlights both the role of serendipity, luck,
Right place, right time.
and the potential for talent to be missed without adequate support structures.
Which brings us to that pivotal moment, the FC Barcelona scout, who saw a video of the young Messi and was immediately convinced of his special ability.
Incredible foresight.
This led to the life-altering decision for his father, Jorge, to take 13-year-old Lionel to Barcelona for a trial. I mean, imagine the sheer uncertainty and hope packed into that journey.
It's a testament to the family's unwavering belief in Messi's talent and their immense courage to uproot their lives based on really the conviction of a single scout.
Yeah.
For a young boy to leave his home, his friends, his entire world, and step into the unknown speaks volumes about his own quiet determination, even at that age.
And here's where the story takes a truly legendary turn. The famous napkin contract.
Ah, the napkin. Yes.
Carlos Rexach, then a Barcelona director, witnessing Messi's undeniable talent firsthand during a lunch meeting with Jorge, took decisive action. On a paper napkin, he literally scribbled out an agreement to sign Messi.
Right there at the table.
And crucially, to cover his medical treatment. It's almost unbelievable, isn't it? Such a small, informal act with such monumental consequences.
That napkin has indeed become an iconic artifact in football history. It perfectly encapsulates a pivotal moment, a seemingly casual decision made in an ordinary setting that irrevocably altered the trajectory of one of the greatest sporting careers of all time.
Amazing.
It underscores the power of recognizing potential and, importantly, acting decisively.
So at just 13, Messi finds himself in Spain, joining the renowned La Masia Academy. But La Masia was far more than just a football training center, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely not. It was a completely new way of life, a new language, a new culture, a new environment.
And his mother even stayed back in Argentina for a while, right?
Yeah.
With his siblings.
Yeah, that added another layer of challenge and adjustment for him. La Masia is celebrated for its holistic approach, developing young players, emphasizing not only footballing skills, but also education, personal development, instilling a strong set of values.
Right.
For a shy and relatively isolated young boy like Messi, it must have been incredibly demanding, but ultimately a nurturing environment that shaped him both as a player and as a person.
And while he might have been reserved off the field in those early days,
Very reserved, by all accounts.
the moment he stepped onto the pitch, he just communicated through football. His control, his vision, that now legendary magic left foot. The coaches immediately recognized they had something extraordinary on their hands.
Mm-hmm.
It was as if he spoke a universal language understood by anyone who watched him play.
That phrase, spoke the language of football, beautifully captures his innate and intuitive understanding of the game. It reminds us that sometimes exceptional skill transcends the need for verbal communication.
Yeah.
And despite his smaller stature compared to many of his peers, he quickly began to dominate at every youth level. His talent was simply undeniable.
His ascent through the Barcelona youth ranks was nothing short of meteoric. Then, remarkably, at just 16, he's training with the first team.
16.
Think about that, sharing the training ground with iconic figures like Ronaldinho, Xavi, and Iniesta.
Legends.
And there's even that famous story about Ronaldinho predicting early on, "This kid will be better than me." That's an incredible endorsement from an established superstar.
Ronaldinho's early recognition and, well, public pronouncements about Messi's potential speak volumes about his own understanding of the game and his generous spirit in acknowledging a rising talent.
Definitely.
It's a fantastic example of mentorship, even in its nascent stages, with a senior player recognizing and encouraging the exceptional talent of a newcomer.
His first taste of senior action came in a friendly against Porto in 2003. Then his official debut against Espanyol in 2004, making him the youngest player to represent Barcelona in a league match at that time.
Setting records already.
But for many, the true star-being-born moment was his first official goal against Albacete in 2005.
Ah, yes. The chip.
A brilliant assist from Ronaldinho, a delicate chip over the goalkeeper. And once again, he became the youngest player to score for the club. It felt like a symbolic passing of the torch, didn't it?
It really did. That goal wasn't just statistically significant. It was aesthetically beautiful and carried a huge symbolic weight. The established star, Ronaldinho, setting up the young prodigy for his first senior role, felt like a visual representation of the old guard welcoming the new.
Yeah.
It was a moment that resonated deeply with fans and hinted at the incredible future that lay ahead.
Over the next few years, we see his continued growth and development, even navigating the inevitable setbacks of injuries.
Which he had a few of early on.
Yet, each time, he seemed to return stronger and more determined. Then, in 2006, two significant milestones: his first Champions League appearance and his inclusion in the Argentina squad for the World Cup,
Still so young.
making him the youngest player on the team.
Yeah.
The world stage was beckoning.
These early experiences on the grandest stages, club and international football, even if he wasn't yet the central figure, were just invaluable for his development.
Absolutely.
They exposed him to different playing styles, the intense pressures of elite competition, and the unique demands of representing his nation.
Then comes the transformative Guardiola era and the rise of tiki-taka football at Barcelona.
A huge shift.
Messi becomes absolutely central to this tactical innovation, often deployed in that unconventional false nine position. It was a masterstroke that truly unlocked the full spectrum of his abilities. Can you elaborate a bit on how that tactical shift specifically benefited him?
Yeah, Guardiola's deployment of Messi as a false nine was, well, it was revolutionary at the time. By positioning him centrally but without the traditional responsibilities of a fixed striker, Guardiola gave Messi the freedom to drop into midfield,
Right.
collect the ball in deeper areas, and initiate attacks from various angles. This made him incredibly difficult for opposing defenders to mark.
They didn't know whether to follow him or stay put.
Exactly. Do you follow him into midfield and leave space behind? Or hold your position and let Messi dictate play from deeper? It essentially created an overload in midfield, providing Messi with more time and space on the ball and allowing him to exploit his exceptional dribbling and passing range to, frankly, devastating effect.
And the result of this tactical genius, with Messi at its heart, a historic treble in the 2008-2009 season, La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League.
The first ever for a Spanish club.
And Messi himself was instrumental. finishing as the top scorer in the Champions League, even heading in a goal in the final.
The header against Manchester United, yeah.
It felt like the culmination of years of promise.
That treble not only cemented Barcelona's status as the dominant force in European football, but also definitively established Messi as the best player in the world. Winning the Champions League, being the top scorer, and scoring in the final with a header, no less, showing his versatility, are the hallmarks of a truly exceptional and complete player reaching the peak of his powers.
And to cap off this incredible period, at just 21 years old, he wins his first Ballon d'Or.
The first of many?
At this point, the conversation shifts from potential to undisputed. He wasn't just a rising star, he was the brightest star in the football galaxy.
Winning the Ballon d'Or at such a young age is a phenomenal achievement, a resounding affirmation of his extraordinary talent and his profound impact on the game. It marked the beginning of an era of unprecedented individual and team success, setting the stage for years of dominance.
By 2010, he's already reached the pinnacle, but the subsequent years, particularly 2011-2012, were just mind-boggling from a statistical perspective. 73 goals in all competitions.
73?
That shattered Gerd Muller's long-standing record. It's a number that almost defies belief. What do those kinds of numbers tell us about his level of performance during that period?
Those statistics from the 2011-2012 season are truly astonishing. I mean, to score that many goals against top-tier professional opposition across various competitions is a testament not only to his exceptional skill and technique, but also to his relentless consistency, his unwavering focus, and his incredible physical and mental endurance.
Just unbelievable stamina.
It represents a period of sustained brilliance that we may never see repeated.
And then, in 2012, he surpasses Miller's record again, this time for the most goals scored in a calendar year, an incredible 91 goals.
91! It's just insane.
The narrative rightly calls it a record that might never be broken. It really puts into perspective the otherworldly level he was operating at.
That 91-goal year is an astronomical achievement that borders on the surreal. It speaks to a level of goal-scoring proficiency that is simply unprecedented in the history of football. It's a record that seems almost superhuman, a testament to a player operating at the absolute peak of his abilities and in perfect harmony with his team.
But beyond these staggering numbers, this source consistently emphasizes his playing style. Honest, humble, joyful.
Yeah, that's key.
We rarely see him doubting, rarely see him vehemently arguing with referees. He simply lets his football do the talking. In a sport where gamesmanship can sometimes take center stage, this feels quite refreshing.
That description of his playing style resonates deeply with many fans. In a sport where controversy and, let's face it, simulation can sometimes overshadow the beauty of the game. And Messi's integrity and focus on purely playing football are a significant part of his enduring appeal and his lasting legacy. He embodies a respect for the game itself.
Now, here's where the narrative introduces a significant contrast. His overwhelming club success versus the persistent struggles with the Argentina national team.
Ah, the Argentina question. Always looming.
World Cup losses in 2006 and 2010, even facing the harsh criticism of being booed by Argentine fans during the 2011 Copa America. You can really sense the emotional weight this carried for him. Why do you think there was such a disparity between his club and country experiences for so long?
Well, it's complex, isn't it? At Barcelona, he was surrounded by a settled team, a well-established tactical system built around his strengths. The chemistry, the understanding among players like Xavi, Iniesta, it was deeply ingrained.
Years in the making.
Exactly. With Argentina, however, he often found himself in teams with different tactical approaches, less established partnerships, and perhaps the weight of immense national expectation that could sometimes feel stifling rather than empowering.
That pressure must have been enormous.
Unbelievable. The pressure to deliver a major trophy for Argentina was immense, and the repeated disappointments undoubtedly took a significant emotional toll.
The 2014 World Cup in Brazil, Argentina finally reaches the final after a 24-year wait, only to suffer a heartbreaking loss to Germany in extra time.
So close.
Despite the defeat, Messi is awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. But you can clearly see the disappointment etched on his face. He so desperately wanted that trophy for his nation.
Reaching the World Cup final after such a long drought was in itself a significant achievement for Argentina. And Messi being recognized as the tournament's best player acknowledges his individual brilliance and his crucial role in leading his team to that stage. But yeah, his visible disappointment underscores the deep personal investment he had in winning that particular trophy for his country. It highlighted the unfulfilled dream that still lingered.
Then came those agonizing back-to-back Copa America final losses in 2015 and 2016.
Brutal, both against Chile.
Both decided by penalty shootouts. And in 2016, the added heartbreak of Messi missing his own penalty, leading to his brief and shocking retirement from the national team.
That felt huge at the time.
The source really emphasizes the immense pressure and the crushing disappointment he must have felt. What does it tell us about his character that he ultimately chose to return?
Those consecutive final defeats, especially the manner of the losses penalties, missing his own, represent a period of intense frustration and profound disappointment. His subsequent brief retirement, it speaks volumes about the immense emotional burden he carried. His decision to return, driven, as he said, by his deep love for Argentina and his unyielding desire to win a major trophy for his country, reveals a remarkable level of resilience and commitment. He refused to let those setbacks define his national team legacy.
And he did return, fueled by that unwavering love for Argentina and the enduring dream of lifting a major international trophy. Meanwhile, back at Barcelona, he was part of that legendary attacking trio with Neymar and Suarez, MSN.
Oh, MSN, what a force!
Which dominated European football and secured another Champions League title in 2015. It was an era of breathtaking attacking football.
The MSN attacking trident at Barcelona was a phenomenon. The unique blend of individual brilliance, tactical understanding, and it seemed genuine personal chemistry between Messi, Suarez, and Neymar created an almost unstoppable attacking force.
They just clicked.
Winning the 2015 Champions League with their potent synergy was a testament to their collective talent and their ability to complement each other's strengths perfectly.
And throughout this period, we have the ongoing narrative of the multiple Ballon d'Or wins and the intense Messi versus Ronaldo rivalry.
The defining rivalry of a generation.
The source touches on the constant comparisons, the fierce debate among fans, but also hints at a level of underlying mutual respect between these two phenomenal athletes who pushed each other to such incredible heights.
The Messi-Ronaldo rivalry is undoubtedly one of the most compelling and defining aspects of modern football. For over a decade, they consistently pushed each other to break records and achieve unprecedented levels of individual and team success.
Made each other better, maybe.
Absolutely. While the media often focused on the competition, there was clearly a mutual recognition of each other's extraordinary talent and a level of respect for their sustained excellence. This rivalry undoubtedly elevated the game itself.
And as all this unfolds, the records at Barcelona just kept tumbling. Most goals scored, most La Liga goals, most assists provided, most hat tricks.
The list goes on and on.
He wasn't just playing football. He was rewriting the record books with seemingly every season. His consistency at the highest level was just astonishing.
His sustained excellence over so many years at Barcelona is truly remarkable and, frankly, unprecedented. The sheer volume of records he holds across various metrics, goals, assists, appearances, speaks to his enduring impact on the club and the league. It's a testament to his consistent brilliance, his longevity at the top, and his relentless drive to perform at the highest level year after year.
Then we reach that pivotal chapter where the dream finally becomes reality with Argentina. But even that journey wasn't without further Copa America disappointment in 2019.
Right. Another setback.
A loss to rivals Brazil in the semifinals. A match that even saw the usually reserved Messi voice criticism of the refereeing, a very rare occurrence for him.
The 2019 Copa America disappointment, particularly the controversial nature of the semifinal loss to Brazil and Messi's uncharacteristic criticism of the officiating, perhaps signaled a growing sense of urgency.
Like time was running out.
Maybe. And a heightened determination to finally achieve success with the national team. It hinted at a deep-seated frustration and a burning desire to overcome the remaining hurdle.
And then, in 2021, the Copa America in Brazil. The pressure was immense. Messi was 34 years old.
The narrative felt different this time, though.
Well, so.
The narrative highlights a palpable shift in the team dynamic, a sense that the entire squad was united in their desire to win for Messi. It felt like a collective mission.
Playing for Leo.
Exactly. There seemed to be a greater sense of unity, a stronger team spirit, and a collective understanding of the importance of winning for Messi, who had carried the hopes of a nation for so long. This unified purpose seemed to galvanize the entire squad.
And Messi delivered. An exceptional individual performance throughout the tournament, crucial goals, vital assists, inspirational leadership.
He was outstanding.
And then the final against Brazil at the Maracanã, Ángel Di Maria's winning goal. And finally, after so many near misses, Messi lifts a major international trophy with Argentina.
The scenes.
You can only imagine the outpouring of emotion, both on the pitch and back home.
That Copa America victory was a watershed moment, a truly cathartic experience for Messi and for Argentina. Winning against their fierce rivals Brazil, in their own iconic stadium, the Maracanã, was incredibly symbolic. The explosion of joy and relief that followed reflected the nation's collective yearning for this triumph and the immense emotional weight that had finally been lifted.
But his Barcelona story wasn't quite finished, or so we thought. In the summer of 2021, the shocking news broke. He had to leave the club he'd called home for over 2 decades due to financial constraints.
Just unbelievable. Nobody saw that coming.
A tearful farewell after an incredible 20-plus years. Those staggering statistics with the club, over 670 goals, 300 assists in 778 games. It truly marked the end of an era in football.
Messi's departure from Barcelona was a seismic event in the football world, an outcome that few could have predicted. His deep emotional connection to the club and the circumstances surrounding his exit made it a profoundly moving and significant turning point in his career. The sheer volume of his contributions to Barcelona over so many years underscores the magnitude of his legacy there.
He then embarked on a new chapter, moving to Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, joining forces with Neymar once again, and the burgeoning superstar Kylian Mbappe.
The Galacticos of Paris, some called it.
The source mentions initial struggles, perhaps some difficulty adapting, and even some fan doubts. It wasn't the seamless fairy tale transition some might have envisioned.
Well, the move to PSG presented a different set of challenges for Messi. Integrating into a new team with other high-profile players, adapting to a new league, League One, a different tactical approach. It all takes time.
Yeah.
The initial period likely involved a period of adjustment, and perhaps the collective expectations surrounding such a star-studded team created a unique kind of pressure.
And then in 2022, the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. For many, including the narrative, this was seen as Messi's last chance, the elusive trophy.
The final dance, perhaps.
The tournament began with a shocking upset, a loss to Saudi Arabia. You could almost feel the collective gasp of disbelief around the globe. How significant was that opening defeat?
Oh, that opening defeat to Saudi Arabia was a monumental shock, a result that very few predicted. It immediately put Argentina under immense pressure and raised serious doubts about their chances in the tournament.
Huge doubts.
For Messi, it added another layer of pressure in what was widely considered his final opportunity to win the World Cup. It was a setback that really tested the team's resilience and Messi's leadership.
But he responded in true Messi fashion. He led them through the tournament with key performances, crucial goals, vital assists, and undeniable inspirational presence.
He stepped up.
Massively. Victories followed against Mexico, Poland, Australia. A dramatic penalty shootout win against the Netherlands.
That Netherlands game was intense.
And a commanding performance against Croatia in the semifinals. He seemed determined to drag his team to the final.
Messi's response after that initial defeat was nothing short of extraordinary. He demonstrated incredible leadership, stepping up in crucial moments and carrying the team through difficult matches with moments of individual brilliance and unwavering determination. He seemed to elevate his game when his team needed him most.
And then the unforgettable final against France. A truly epic encounter.
One of the greatest finals ever, period.
Ended in a 3-3 draw, with Messi scoring twice, Mbappe scoring a stunning hat-trick, and ultimately decided by a tense penalty shootout. Argentina emerges victorious.
Incredible drama.
Messi finally lifting the World Cup trophy. It felt like the culmination of his entire career, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
That World Cup final was an instant classic, a truly captivating and unforgettable match that will be talked about for generations. For Messi to finally hold that World Cup trophy aloft, the one major title that had eluded him throughout his illustrious career, was a deeply emotional and iconic moment in sporting history.
The perfect ending, really.
A fitting climax to his incredible journey.
And fittingly, he was awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. The source rightly emphasizes that this moment represented the realization of a lifelong ambition. He had conquered the final frontier in his career.
Winning the Golden Ball as the best player of the tournament, alongside finally lifting the World Cup trophy, undeniably cemented Messi's place as one of the greatest footballers of all time, silencing any remaining doubters and fulfilling the hopes of the nation.
In the aftermath of that historic triumph, he returned to PSG and continued playing. Then, in 2023, came another surprise, a move to Inter Miami in Major League Soccer in the United States.
Another twist.
He reportedly turned down a more lucrative offer from Saudi Arabia. The reasons cited were a new challenge, the opportunity to help grow the game in the U.S., and a desire for a quieter family life. It signaled a new phase in his career.
Messi's move to Inter Miami was a significant event for the landscape of football in the United States. His decision to prioritize a new experience and family considerations over a potentially more lucrative offer speaks to his priorities at this stage of his career.
Yeah, says a lot.
It also presented a unique opportunity to impact the growth and visibility of the sport in a different cultural context.
And his impact in Miami has been immediate and undeniable sold-out stadiums, a massive surge in interest in MLS.
The Messi effect.
And remarkably, he led Inter Miami to their first ever trophy, the League's Cup, scoring an incredible 10 goals in the tournament. It's as if that magic touch simply follows him wherever he goes.
His immediate success with Inter Miami is a powerful demonstration of his enduring quality and his immense influence, both on and off the field. To lead a team that had previously struggled to their first major trophy in such a short space of time speaks volumes about his impact and his ability to elevate the performance of those around him.
Beyond all the glittering trophies and the seemingly endless records, the narrative also highlights his inspiring personal qualities, his relentless hard work, his inherent humility, his refusal to ever give up in the face of adversity.
Yeah, the character aspect.
He's become an inspiration to so many, especially those who might have been told they were too small or too different to achieve their dreams.
Messi's journey transcends mere athletic achievement. His story is a powerful message of perseverance, dedication, and the triumph of talent nurtured by unwavering hard work. His humility, despite reaching the pinnacle of his sport, makes him an even more relatable and inspiring figure, particularly for those who have faced doubts or limitations.
And his consistently respectful playing style, the lack of diving, the focus on letting his extraordinary football do the talking. The source beautifully describes it as poetry on the field. It's a fitting analogy, isn't it?
That description of his playing style as poetry perfectly captures the grace, the artistry, and the sheer beauty he brings to the game. His commitment to playing with integrity further enhances his legacy, demonstrating that true greatness doesn't need to rely on gamesmanship.
His impact on fans worldwide is immeasurable. Those countless moments of pure magic he's created on the pitch. He's achieved true hero status in Argentina, with murals and even babies being named after him.
Literally.
He was the king in Barcelona, brought a touch of class to Paris, and now brings a sense of belief to Miami. He's become far more than just a football player. He's a global cultural icon.
Messi's global impact extends far beyond the boundaries of the sport itself. He has provided countless moments of joy, wonder, and inspiration to fans across the world. He has become a symbol of excellence, perseverance, and the pursuit of dreams, resonating with people from all walks of life.
Looking ahead, the narrative suggests he wants to continue playing as long as his body allows, to simply enjoy the game, to help mentor younger players, and to spend more cherished time with his family.
Seems like a natural next step.
It seems the relentless pursuit of records has perhaps taken a backseat to a genuine love for the sport.
That perspective on his future, prioritizing enjoyment, mentorship, and family over the relentless pursuit of further accolades, reflects a sense of maturity and contentment that comes with having achieved so much in the game.
Yeah, he's earned it.
It speaks to a deeper appreciation for the simple joy of playing.
And when you really boil it down, the core of his story remains that of the small boy from Rosario who simply wanted to play football.
Right back to the beginning.
It brings his incredible journey full circle, doesn't it?
Indeed. Ultimately, Messi's story serves as a powerful reminder that even the most extraordinary journeys often have humble origins, rooted in a fundamental passion and a simple love for what one does.
So the key takeaway from this deep dive isn't just the recounting of incredible athletic achievements, is it? It's a profound testament to the power of dreams, the unwavering nature of perseverance, and the enduring strength of humility.
Well said.
It makes you reflect on your own life, doesn't it? What seemingly small beginnings in your own journey might just be laying the foundation for something truly significant down the line.
Absolutely. Messi's impact transcends the realm of football. His life offers a compelling illustration of what can be achieved when exceptional talent aligns with unwavering character and relentless dedication. It encourages each of us to consider our own field, whatever that may be.
Your own arena.
Exactly. And how we can apply that same spirit of passion and perseverance to our own pursuits.